Anarchy Rulz Championship on the line. You do not see any more chaos, any more mayhem than we are about to witness. The most unhinged type of combat you see in Vancouver Island Pro Wrestling.
A relatively young championship in our industry, the Anarchy Rulz title, being competited for by two of the legends in our business. And when we're talking about legends in BC wrestling, you've got to look no further than this man right here, Sid Sylum.
That's right, Sid Sylum making his return to VIPW after years away. And frankly, he has not missed a step. Let's hear what the big man has to say.
For those of you that don't know, my name is Sid Sylum, and I am actually a VIPW original. I have not been here in 11 years, and now looking at all of you, I know why.
Oh, you hear what these fans think.
And I think you're going to be seeing a lot more of me when I kick the crap out of the Cremator tonight.
Bold claim.
Sid Sylum not even able to get a word out here.
Well, Sid Sylum saying he's about to take the title here tonight from the Cremator.
Sid Sylum, a guy who's coming up with victory after victory with his tag team partner, the Beef Boy himself, a guy who used to be in VIPW for the longest time.
Elliot Tyler, a man that I banished from this company.
But it's a new Elliot Tyler, that's the thing. It's a new deathmatch Elliot Tyler. And this guy, this Sid Sylum, is a part of the reason why he's come to this new violent level. And these two individuals are on a new level of violence. And he's taking that violence, he's bringing it here to VIPW. Honestly, this Anarchy Rulz title is as good as Sid Sylum's.
Well, here we go. There is only one man in this company that could put fear into the heart of a figure like Sid Sylum. And in my opinion, it is this man, this demon, this monster, the one and only Cremator Von Slasher.
100% the Cremator Von Slasher. It does not matter how many years you have in this business. It does not matter how big you are. It does not matter how fearless you are. When Cremator enters the arena, your heart sinks. Your blood runs cold. You develop a sweat that you did not have before. Cremator is otherworldly.
That's right, Cremator, a figure that you're not gonna find shopping at your local department store. You're not gonna find him at Canadian Tire picking up wiper blades for his car, because I'm pretty sure this guy only lives in your deepest, darkest nightmares. In the coldest, final ring of hell is where this monster resides.
Hey, you wanna talk about mean streets? You want to talk about places, dark alleys you don't want to walk down? You're talking about Sid Sylum, baby. You're talking about a guy who loves to walk down those dark alleys, picking a fight with whoever's down there. And he's walked down the darkest alley he could find when it comes to VIPW and the Cremator Von Slasher.
100% this matchup, no doubt about it, is going to be a war. There is going to be, both these men are never going to be the same after this matchup.
Look at how much size the Sid Sylum is bringing into this ring here tonight.
That's right, most men, when they step into that squared circle and they face off with the Cremator, they are absolutely dwarfed in size. There is no comparison between him and most average men, but Sid Sylum is no average man.
Sid
I will say this, I saw Sid Sylum walking around. The size of this man, you don't even comprehend it. You see him and you think, that man isn't that big. But then when he's in the ring, when he's next to Cremator, he is a giant of a man.
Honestly, just like Summers here, you're a broken clock, you're right twice a day, and I gotta elaborate on your point and say that the reason why we see Sid Sylum as smaller than he is because he moves so agilely, like a man half his size. It's unbelievable to see.
Weighing 270 pounds, the reigning, defending VIPW Anarchy Rulz champion, the Emperor of Mayhem, Cremator
That may be true, partner, but there is only one Emperor of Mayhem. There is only one man that stands on top of the mountain of destruction in VIPW. There is only one Cremator.
And I gotta tell you, even back in the old Vancouver Island WF, which Cremator made his debut in possibly decades ago, you saw glimmers of that greatness you see today.
This man, an absolute veteran of the ring wars here in the Pacific Northwest. We've seen him go to war with none other than Sid Sylum multiple times in the past, but it's been 11 years, and here we go.
I have to think what that does to the mind of Cremator Von Slasher. Not that I want to think about his mind and what's going through it, but Sid Sylum will not be the same person that.
Oh, look at that!
my
11 years.
Whoa! What happened there?
Cremator Von Slasher just chucked Sid Sylum out like a parking ticket he's not willing to pay.
Oh, and he smashed him right into the hardest part of the ring there. Sylum's in a bad way. Cremator taking early control of this Anarchy Rulz matchup here in Nanaimo. Yes! Look at Sid Sylum fighting back with that chair. Yes! You'll love to see it. Sid Sylum calling upon all of that deathmatch style of wrestling that he has perfected in Portland's DOA wrestling, and he continues it here tonight.
And look at that, Cremator, solid steel chair here now to the midsection.
Oh! Cremator throwing that chair at Sid Sylum.
Absolutely shades of Sabu there, just tossing the chair into the face of the man. Sylum's trying to get out of here. He's trying to head to the parking lot. He wants no part of this monster.
Hey now, Sid Sylum is just looking for a strategic advantage. He's not trying to exit at all.
Well, we're gonna have to beg to differ on that one. Sid Sylum right now. Oh, look at that though, elbow to the midsection. And he said he's had enough. It looks like he's heading already for the backstage area. He was claiming he was about to leave with the championship. Where's this guy going?
I think he's just going to go to the back to adjust the projector to focus the projector.
Would you stop? Come on.
I think it's incredible.
Wait a second, look at this. It's that figure, that demonic figure that's been accompanying the Cremator around.
I gotta tell you, this individual, he gives me the heebie-jeebies, this creepy little guy here.
For once we agree on something, Sanders, because I'm not going anywhere near that guy with a 20-foot pole. But that distraction was enough. It seems Cremator Von Slasher is back in the driver's seat of this contest.
You see, sometimes we wrestle in that Eagles Hall area, in that industrial area, and someone told me this Anarchy lives in the industrial area near Eagles Hall. We can't pinpoint his exact location, but he's in one of those weird warehouses there.
The only reason I want to know anything about where that man lives is so that I can stay clear and far away from it, frankly. I'm marking that on the map as a no-go zone.
100%. If I didn't know any better, I think that Anarchy lives in another dimension. I can't imagine that he's from this planet of Earth. I can't imagine that he has any sort of human connection to anything we would know about.
Much like Adam Sanders has a residency in Malibu, Anarchy has a residency in hell itself.
Well, Cremator Von Slasher just about kicked Sid Sylum's head off. And right now, he is rearranging the furniture. He's getting his own kind of hellacious feng shui going on in that ring right now. What does he have in mind? 4 solid steel chairs.
And I gotta ask the question, where are they finding these steel chairs? Here at ringside, all the fans are on plastic chairs, and yet the only steel chairs are there in the ring. What is this?
It's a terrible coincidence.
I would be surprised if Cremator Von Slasher was able to will these chairs into existence just by some otherworldly magic force that he has.
Honestly, more than a broken clock right twice a day. You're right, 100%.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, and
quick thinking by Sid Sylum.
Much like we've talked about Cremator willing those chairs, Sid Sylum willing himself out of damn. Oh no!
Oh, you may have spoke too soon, my friend.
You guys. Oh
no! That is a human being's skull! Oh, come on!
I'm beside myself. You two are loving this violence that Sid Sylum is experiencing.
I'll tell you who's loving it. These fans here in the Nanaimo Centennial Building, they're fired up and fourth time!
I think it's important to stress here, most people, when they find out they're in an Anarchy Rulz match, they realize that their lives are on the line, their careers are on the line. Cremator, I don't think so. I think Cremator enjoys this. This is fun for him.
This is the only thing Cremator enjoys as far as I've been able to appraise. The only thing he enjoys is hurting people, destroying the bodies of human beings.
And we are in deep water in this matchup, and the Cremator Von Slasher is in full control of this one.
He's calling for it here. We could be looking at a chokeslam. Wait.
Sid Sylum's fighting out of it. Sid Sylum's fighting out of it. Look at this.
It's extremely rare we see anybody able to get out of that grasp of the Cremator when he's looking for that chokeslam.
He's making his way to the top here. Sid Sylum's going to that second rope.
Sid Sylum, a veteran here in the Pacific Northwest, and he's gone to war so many times with his opponent. But right now it seems like he's seeing a darker, more violent shade of the Cremator than perhaps he's ever witnessed before. Going downstairs, Sylum, that might be the play, I gotta say. In a match like this where anything goes.
We've had all sorts of plunder, all sorts of crazy maneuvers, and all it takes is a good, hard kick to the shins to gain control of this thing.
You think that was the shin?
It was perfectly legal, right in the shin.
His shin is located in a different place than yours or I's, AJS, but right now, Sid Sylum, it's the advantage he needed, and he's going to work on Von Slasher with that steel chair.
Are you trying to tell me our senior referee, Tim Chasen, missed something?
But this is an Anarchy Rulz match. Anything goes. He has nothing to call. He's just there for the pinfall.
Oh, come on! The spine of Von Slasher just being thrashed by that steel chair.
Normally, when I see a low blow in a match, I think that's a terrible thing to do. I think that's a move that you should never have to resort to. However, against Cremator in this environment, you know what? That might even be fair game. I just saw Sid Sylum. Maybe his skull just got dented from those chairs we saw earlier.
I think Sid Sylum's looking good. He's looking in full control of this one. Let's see if he can hang on to it and win that title.
And Bulldog onto the folding chair there by Sylum. This could be it. We could have a new Anarchy Rulz champion here tonight in Nanaimo. 11 years away, Sid Sylum looks like he's about to claim some VIPW gold.
Oh man, I'm getting excited. Sid Sylum's gonna win this thing. What's? He just tripped. Oh no, he just tripped off the. Oh man.
Cremator just sat up. That's why he tripped. Sid Sylum saw the Cremator set up after he thought it was over. I think Sid Sylum thinks he just saw a ghost.
Well, Sid Sylum has seen a ghost or perhaps a demon, but right now, the Anarchy of Emperor of Mayhem, pardon me, is going to work here. Your Anarchy Rulz champion.
He's got a chair.
No! Just waffled him right in the spine with that solid steel.
Just smashed him with that steel chair. Look at this.
Cremator's calling for another one. These fans are saying one more time. We could see it right here. Oh!
Just blasts him with the steel chair at ringside. And you've got to ask the question, can Sid Sylum come back at this point?
At some point, I know this match is anything goes. I know there's no rules to be had, but that is a human being's cranium being bashed in with solid steel. Unforgiving steel! No, not again!
I am lost for words. This is amazing. I mean, this matchup is so brutal. It is making Sid Sylum. I feel bad for a man that's about 4 times my size right now.
Both these guys just absolute colossuses in this ring. Look at Sid Sylum coming from behind with that nice little maneuver, that nice little
I
rope
thought
choke.
Sid Sylum's hopes of being in this matchup at all were long gone, but
Oh,
wait,
no.
he's in a clutches! Choke slam!
Oh, that's it. No.
2, 3!
Just another Cremator victory in an Anarchy Rulz match. Cremator Von Slasher has retained the VIPW Anarchy Championship once again.
That Anarchy Rulz Championship belt, no stranger to the most violent matches VIPW has ever seen, and that match is no exception. Cremator Von Slasher holding that title high above his head here in Nanaimo. Look, he knows Anarchy. He knows him.
It can't be!
That's Abdon!
It's Abdon! No!
Since Adam Sanders was just a young teenager here, he used to watch this maniacal individual go to work on,
And he just wrecked Anarchy's face right into that solid steel ring post. We haven't seen this man since I was in school. We haven't seen this man since my grade school years. What is Abdon doing here?
Abdon looking mean as ever, going right for the Cremator. Look at this, and Cremator just goes right. Oh no, Cremator's bleeding from the mouth. Oh man.
No, this is too far. This is too far. This could end the man's career.
And as we are talking about that Anarchy Rulz title, this has nothing to do with that. This is personal. These are two men who've known each other for literal decades. Abdon.
What is he even doing here? He is not booked to be here tonight. This man is not scheduled to compete. What is he doing in VIPW?
Abdon looking impressive, looking terrifying here in VIPW. And you've got to ask the question. You've got to wonder, what are the implications of this?
What does this mean?
WrestleFest is right around the corner. This has got to have to come into account in that show. You've got to ask these questions. Abdon looking impressive, looking terrifying here in VIPW.
Get back here. Get back here.
I'm out.
Abdon's getting, I don't like this. My heart just sank. I just had a bit of a run-in with Abdon just now. I'm at a loss for words. I stared into that, whatever it is, eyes.
Hey, JS, I'm sorry we left you like that. I'm terribly sorry. You're a trained professional. You're a wrestler. And frankly, we're scared for our lives out here. We're terrified.
Scared for my life. I looked at this man's eyes. I don't even know if he is a man.
Things have gotten out of hand, honestly, here in VIPW. You've got to take control of the situation here.
How do you take control of this? How do you control whatever this is?
dark chill, a cold silence has filled the Centennial building. These fans, they've seen Cremator being through so many wars, but I don't know if they've ever seen a figure more terrifying than our own resident monster. But frankly, this Abdon, he has me shook to my very core right now.
I used to take it for granted when I was out there with this guardrail in front of me, when I was a fan. But now back here, being at harm's way with Abdon, just going absolutely nuts like this, I gotta have my head on a swivel. There's a whole new level of hazard pay that we need to start talking about.
What the heck was he coming over here for? What does he want with us? We're just doing our job back here.
He made eye contact with me and I was out. I was not out of the building, I was out of the business. I was ready to just forget about all of it.
None of us know what's going on anymore. I gotta go talk to some people.
I gotta get changed, nothing.